Okay, good morning. I just wanted to quickly do a recorded Zoom so that those of you who weren't able to hop on the call yesterday could feel like you were caught up and know what's going on. So basically, when I sent out a text message asking all of you guys to get on a Zoom with me and talk about the studio, it's because I would love your help. We're all in the studio. We all are trying to be in there doing our own workouts, doing our own shakes, things like that, and participate. And some of us have clients in there. But I realized the reason it hasn't felt more like a team is because I'm the one putting it on. And I would like for it to feel more like ours and not just mine, especially for those of you who have clients in there. You want them to feel like this is your studio too. So I would love from now on it to be a group effort as far as the challenges go every month and not just me putting out the content. So my idea was starting October 1, there's 90 days until the new year. And most people at this point in time are kind of starting to give up. They had goals for the new year, and now that the holidays are coming and everything, they're kind of giving up and they're just going to wait till New Year's starts to revamp their whole life and have new goals, right? So the whole idea is we do a 90-day challenge to help people not only stay on track, but still hit a couple of goals before New Year's comes. This is not a, hey, like, let's overhaul your whole life before the new year. No, because like we don't want to be overwhelming to people. We want people to be encouraged and inspired. But this is instead of giving up and waiting until the new year to do something, why don't you be actually vamping up to the new year? So what I was thinking was for our 90-day challenge is we all have different gifts. We all have different talents and strengths and passions that we can bring to the table and talk about. So what I want to talk about for a 90-day challenge might be different than what Jeray wants to talk about or what Sam wants to talk about or Alicia. So what I want to do is split up the content for this 90-day challenge between all of us, and we can all share our tips or our takeaways for something that we personally want to work on. And the way we decided yesterday on the Zoom was one topic at a time. And depending on how many people we have pitching in with content and how many topics we have, it'll depend on how long those topics go for. So I might take 2 weeks. Dre might take 2 weeks. Alicia might take 2 weeks. Something like that, and talk about their topic for those 2 weeks. And don't overthink this, you guys. It does not have to be some huge thing. You don't have to be telling them what to do every day. It can be as simple as something Sam suggested yesterday was we're going to do a clean out for 2 weeks, cleaning out your house, especially before Christmas and you have stuff coming into your house. So day 1, get rid of 1 thing. Day 2, get rid of 2 things. And kind of just clean out things for a couple weeks. You could be sharing, like Jeray said yesterday, how to make freezer meals to help when it's busy. So it does not have to be complicated. It does not have to be like you're some expert. It can simply be something that you would like to learn about or work on yourself. And so you go search Google for some tips and then you share those and you try to do it yourself. So I would love to hear back from you on what you're passionate about, what you'd like to talk about. That's what we're going to nail down on the next Zoom on Saturday. We're going to kind of divvy out the content and the weeks between everyone so that we all know when we're scheduling and all of that. I can even show you guys how to schedule in the studio. It's not hard, but I want us to feel more like a team. I want the studio to feel more like a family. And that means all of us pitching in together, right? Families help each other. It's not just one person doing all the stuff. So I really want to see all the flavors, all the variety of all of us bringing our gifts and our talents together, because we have so much more to offer people than just me. I don't have the same knowledge or passion or talent as some of you guys. So we all together can give so much more than alone. The second thing that I came up with Saturday night was an idea that I'm quickly going to run by you. Feel free to take it and use it if you want or not. That's completely up to you. But I don't know how many of you guys have been added to groups on Facebook that are by Senegence girls, the girls who sell the lipstick, or the girls who sell the Monet hair care stuff, Their whole strategy in running an MLM is to, instead of using their public social media to advertise, they keep their social media the same as it's always been and keep it interactive and quality posts. And then they put who they want to invite to buy from them or work with them into this group where they can advertise their product or specials or challenge packs or even share testimonials or what's coming up. So people, it's like adding them to your storefront and letting them browse and letting them shop, and then they can decide to buy when they're ready. So I thought for some of you, it can be intimidating to want to talk to people about challenge packs and what all they need to purchase, or about Shakeology or things like that. So it might be a little less intimidating if, instead of having to go back and forth and have to have all these answers for questions that you might not know, instead you can just put them in this group and tag them and say, hey, I thought you might be interested in this. I would love it if you join me. I was careful to not put links in there. There are a couple links that go to videos, but there should not be any links where they purchase from me, because I want to make sure they purchase from the right person. And in the challenge pack descriptions, I say at the bottom, tag your coach so you can get the correct link, because I want you guys to be able to use this. So feel free to use this group for that, or go make your own, and you can take all my content and just duplicate it and make your own. I'll probably go live in there every so often and talk about like specials for the month or new testimonials that are coming out. I'd love for you guys to share your before and afters, or share your testimonials, because testimonials and stories are what people connect with and what make them realize, hey, that person's like me, I can do this too. So I'm going to show it to you really quickly. You've probably already seen it because I already put you in there, but I'm going to show it to you anyways. So here we go. Get this out of the way. So the group is called 30 Minutes to Fit, which I'm sure you all have already seen. I did this video right here just kind of telling them my story and how things have impacted me. I see that a couple of you guys have commented. That's great, but in this description up here where I said free product to one lady who takes 11 minutes to listen to my story, that's for prospects. That's not for you guys. So that's for your prospects. So I'm going to let probably the first 10 people who comment on here that are prospects, that are your prospects or mine, one of the two, be in a drawing to get a box of Energize from me. I shared some transformations from, this is Ashley's, one of Ashley's girls. I shared about Shakeology, a video that's educational. I shared, this is a girl who's on Team Rockstar Fit. I shared my own Lift Forward results. I want you guys to share yours. I talked about the 3-day refresh, daily sunshine for kids. And then I offered 3 different challenge packs for people to opt in with. The Lift 4, 80-day obsession, and then this one is the annual Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology. I talked about the performance lines, Mama Crack. We talked about beach bars. And then this is the description of the group. So I did put it, just so you guys see over here on the side, see units. I did put the challenge packs in the units so that when you put someone in the group, they will see the discussion. This is being slow. But if you go to units, there are the different challenge packs and beach bars and things that you could tag them in that unit. And it's a little bit faster for them to find it than scrolling the discussion. They can just click the units tab instead of having to just scroll the discussion. It's being slow, so I'm not going to show it to you guys. But basically what I did was I went to a couple of those girls' pages that sell Monet and Senegence, and I made this graphic with all of our faces to try to show like all of us, right? I went to their pages and just checked out, oh shoot, I did the wrong thing. I went to their pages and basically just checked out how they run them and how they're doing it as a storefront. And I just thought it might be a really less intimidating, less time-consuming way for you guys to add people to the group and then tag them in something. It's completely up to you if you feel more comfortable sending them a private message with an invite saying, hey, I'm doing this thing. It's been a lot of fun. It's this virtual studio. I'm going to add you to this group so you can check it out. You can check out what this virtual studio is all about and what we use and all this stuff, and tag me if you want to do it with me. That's it. That's all you would have to say. And then I would make a list of who to follow up with, like, 5 days later ish. But then just add them to the group, let them browse and feel like they're in a store where they get to pick from something rather than you're just sitting here wanting to sell them something. So it might go better if you send them a little message versus just adding people and they don't know what you're adding them to. But that's up to you and whatever you're comfortable with. So I just thought this would be really helpful to take out some of the feeling the pressure to need to know all these answers for questions and also having to go private message everyone rather than being able to put them in this group. So I hope that helps you guys. Feel free to add to that page your own testimonials or clients of yours that have had testimonials and your stories. And I will see you in there. And then hopefully I'll see you this Saturday on the Zoom. Great. Thanks.